welcome to my podcast. I'm Brock, and you are?
I'm Mr. Callahan.
You are?
Mr. McGee.
And the name of the game is 21 of Sport. This episode, Mr. McGee and Mr. Callahan will be answering sports questions that I will give them. It could be any professional sport league to make the game harder. So, I'm going to ask both of you one at a time. Mr. McGee, what inspired you to watch the sports that you do? Who or what?
I guess most of the sports that I spend most of my time watching, I either played or I coach now, or my sons really enjoyed, so I kind of watch those.
Okay. Mr. Callahan, what about you?
Oh, I've been a big sports fan all my life. I love the major sports. I love Major League Baseball. I love the NBA. I try to like hockey too. But my favorite sport is obviously the NFL. And I've been a Vikings fan for a million years. And one of these days maybe they'll win something. But until they do, I'm just going to rip my purple and hope for the best. So it's been a long time coming.
Okay. Do you both remember when you started to watch sports?
I feel like I've been watching them my whole life, so
Yeah.
I mean, it was always a big thing growing up, like watching with my dad or my grandpa. So, probably watched a lot more baseball when I was growing up because that's what my grandfather liked to watch. Now I probably watch a lot more football and hockey because it's what I enjoy. But so I guess it's changed over the years. But yeah, I feel like I've been watching it my whole life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a whole life thing. I remember getting baseball cards with my dad when I was little and just kind of loving sports from then on out. So yeah, probably, 7 or 8 years old.
Was there ever a certain player in any league, this could be any league, that ever caught your eye when watching sports? It could be today or back then.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I remember I loved Ken Griffey Jr. Right, he was the one who made it cool to put your hat on backwards.
Mariners, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, played for the Mariners, made the Mariners cool. Like, he showed up, and the Mariners changed their logo, changed their color scheme. So I figured, even though I grew up in Brooklyn, it was cool to have a Mariners hat because it was Ken Griffey. In terms of being in awe of someone, I think growing up watching Michael Jordan play.
Everyone tells me that.
I was a Knicks fan, so he beat our butt every year, even though we were pretty good. But it was just. It was just someone different to watch.
Loved Ken Griffey for Major League Baseball. I thought Bo Jackson was cool, and when he was playing football and baseball at the same time, that was awesome. Randy Moss for my Vikings was amazing. Yeah. Adrian Peterson, I loved having the Vikings have always had really good players. They just can't get to the very, very top, so it's been fun to root for them. But yeah, lots of good players.
So you just said, this goes to the next question. You asked me some of your favorite teams and why do you support them? League-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I think just growing up in New York City, I guess, grew up a Giants, Mets, and Knicks fan, and Rangers fan. The big one's always like, oh, not the Yankees, but it's the Mets, because my grandfather was a Dodgers fan, so he could never root for the Yankees. He was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan, so the Yankees are out, so we weren't allowed to watch that in the house. So that's why I became a Mets fan, and the Knicks were the one show in town. That's what everyone's a basketball fan. If you grew up in New York, you were a New York Knicks fan. I'm a big Notre Dame fan college-wise, because those are again, growing up, you got 2 games on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and one of them, it was always the Notre Dame game, and then it was whatever the Big Ten game was. Pretty much is how it always worked out. So the Notre Dame game was the one that you always watched. So I was like a Notre Dame and Penn State fan, because those are the ones that were always on TV. Right, like New York Metro area, you always got Penn State, and then you always got the Notre Dame game. And growing up Irish Catholic, I guess you had to be a Notre Dame fan.
Had to do it.
Which guy?
Yeah, I grew up in Virginia, and for the longest time, and even to this day, we don't have any professional sports teams like Major League or NFL. So the closest I would have would be the Redskins back when they were the Redskins, now the Commanders.
Yeah.
Or the Nationals when they finally got there. But no, my teams are the Texas Rangers, because I opened my first pack of baseball cards and there was a insert card of Nolan Ryan, who is my favorite pitcher of all time, because because of this too.
Had to feel
And
good 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see these cards and be like, that's cool. I like the Orlando Magic because I like their jerseys when they were wearing the baby blue, powder blue ones. It's like, yeah, I like that. And the Vikings.
All right, so how about the questions?
All right, let's do
You guys
it.
ready?
Let's do
All
it.
All right, so the way this is gonna work is let's say I ask Mr. McGee first. So if he goes first on one question, then you go next on the
Works for
other
me.
question. So you will get 30 seconds to think of your answer. If the other person does not get the correct answer or cannot think of an answer, the other player will obviously get their chance. So are we ready?
All right.
Let's do it up.
Mr. McGee, you are first. What NBA team was a relocation from the Seattle Supersonics?
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Correct. It's a point for Mr. McGee.
I was gonna say I knew that one too.
Went there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Mr. Callahan, you are up for question 2.
All right, let's do it.
What MLB team played in the Veterans Stadium?
Veterans Stadium. That's the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
Okay. I'm sure. So wait, do you have a baseball team? Did you
Texas
say?
Rangers.
Rangers. Phillies. That's.
But
that's
no,
fine.
but I have family in Philly, and I actually saw my first Vikings game last year at the Eagle Stadium, and I made the mistake of wearing Viking stuff there. Don't do that. Don't wear non-Philadelphia stuff to a Philadelphia game.
Yeah.
Just wear not green.
Yes.
Not
Sure.
green. All right, question 3, Mr. McGee, you are up.
Yep.
This one should be pretty easy. What NFL team was originally called the New York Titans?
That would be the Jets.
Correct. Yeah, that's back in the 60s. That was way back.
Yeah, they wear those hideous throwbacks every once in a while.
Man.
All right, Mr. Callahan, question 4. This one's harder.
Oh no.
What gymnast has 37 Olympic medals?
Oh, Simone Biles.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I think that's gonna be a hard one.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
I thought that'd be hard.
I was
Gymnast.
gonna say it was like, no, Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. All right then. Question 5. Flying through these. Mr. McGee, you are up for this one first.
All right.
All right. Which NHL team had the best team in season? What? Yeah. Sorry. What NHL team had the best team season in NHL history?
Oh, that was the Boston Bruins
Okay.
Probably-
You got 1 year.
2 years ago.
Can you name the season? That is a bonus point. What season was it?
So it was 24, 25, 22, 23.
Yes, it was.
What?
Extra point for Mr.
No,
McGee.
that's not fair.
Okay. So this one has also got a bonus.
Okay.
So Mr. Callahan, you're up first for this one. Who has won the most U.S. Opens for tennis?
U.S. Open for tennis. Oh man. I'm gonna say it's Nadal and the other guy. Who's the other guy? That's I'm gonna say Rafael Nadal because I can't remember the other guy's name now.
No, that is
No!
incorrect. I'm sorry, Mr.
Are
McGee.
we talking male, female, or either?
I can't really tell you that.
Okay. I'll go with Serena Williams.
No, that's unfortunately incorrect as well. It's Mala Bjurstedt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't no.
She has won 8. 8.
Okay.
It's somewhat recent. She
No.
played not that long ago.
It's been a minute.
All right. So who was first for that one, Mr. Callahan?
That was me,
All
so
right.
I blew it.
Mr. McGee, question 7.
Okay.
How many MLS teams are there? Major League Soccer.
Oh. 24.
Incorrect. Mr. Callahan?
I was gonna say 16.
No, that's also incorrect. It's 30. It's the
Alright.
EC
Dang,
30.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
You underestimated the MLS.
All right. Question 8. Mr. Callahan.
Mhm.
Start. Which country has won the most gold medals in the Winter Olympics?
In the Winter Olympics. Huh?
Yes. Ever historically.
I mean, am I just gonna be a homer and say the United States Winter
Is that your
Olympics?
is that your final?
In the winter?
In the Winter Olympics.
Because I also want to say China, but China I feel like would be more for the summer.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna say the U.S.
Incorrect. Mr. McGee.
Alright, so Germany.
Incorrect.
It's probably a Scandinavian
It starts with
country.
N.
And?
Norway.
Yes.
I was gonna go with
okay,
Norway.
I was wondering if it was
There's
going to be one of the
Norway.
ice
They win
countries.
all those
The luges.
the luges and the
Yes.
Scandinavian drive-bys.
That's true.
Okay, so question 9 starts with Mr. McGee.
Alright.
Who won the very first NBA game?
Oh,
Very
boy.
first one,
Jeez.
back in 1946.
Ooh. First question is, are they still teams?
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
say
are.
so.
It is very well a team.
They are still a team.
Same name too.
Alright,
Man.
that helps. That helps.
8
The
seconds.
76ers.
No,
Nah.
Mr. Callahan.
I'm going to say the Boston Celtics.
No, we're Knicks fans. It's the Knicks.
the
I was
Knicks.
gonna.
It's
I
the
thought the
Knicks.
Knicks was too easy.
It's
I
the
was going
Knicks.
with like the team from Rochester.
Right, like
The
the
Philadelphia
Dayton
Warriors
Flyers
were
or something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philadelphia Warriors won the first championship.
Yes, I wouldn't
Alright.
know that.
No.
Go
But
Warriors.
yeah, that's yeah.
Alright.
All right, we'll take a break after question 10, but Mr. Callahan starts with that.
Okay.
This is a college question. Who won the Heisman in 2020?
5 years ago. Oh man, who won the prize? Okay, I'm trying to. I gotta think. I love watching like draft stuff, and man, I need to know who came out 5 years. Okay, who is at the end of their rookie contract right now?
I'll give you a hint in 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's a receiver. Yep, 8
5
seconds.
years ago.
Yes.
Ah.
3, 2,
Jamar
One.
Chase.
Smart Chase. That's incorrect. Mr. McGee.
Devontae Smith.
Correct.
Dang it! You're right. It is Devontae.
Back then. All right, we resume with golf. Golf is this question. I think this one will be easy. Mr. McGee, you start first. What term is used when scoring 3 strokes under par in golf?
3 strokes under. A double eagle.
Incorrect. Mr. Callahan?
Albatross.
Correct. Okay, so Mr. McGee might have the upper hand on this question, but we do start with Mr. Callahan. Which country has won the most World Cups for rugby?
Oh. For rugby.
Rugby.
Which country? Oh man, the only one I can think of off the top of my head would be New Zealand.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
With the All Blacks.
Yep, All Blacks.
All right, that's
Wow.
literally the only one I would have known.
Phew. New Zealand's pretty dominant in the.
They are. That's like their
World
whole
Cup
thing, and they do the
rugby.
dances and stuff at the beginning
Yeah.
of it too.
That's all right. Well, that's putting you back in the game. It's
All right,
game.
I knew it.
All right. Starts off with Mr. McGee on this one. What is the national sport of Japan? It's an odd one.
Sumo.
Correct.
I was gonna say we might be sumo. Good.
You
That's a
assume
good call.
so we go to Mr. Callahan. How many meters long is an Olympic swimming pool? Just one side, not down and back, just all the way down
Just all the way down.
in meters.
I'm gonna say 50 meters.
Correct. That
Oh man.
That's a close game. So I didn't tell you this at the beginning. I should have. You're not just competing against each other. You're competing through 3 episodes. Whoever gets the most points, like questions correct. There'll be different questions for them, so that if they somehow find this, they can't just.
Ah.
So
Okay.
I will find a prize for whoever who has the most points through
All
3
right.
episodes. I don't know exactly what that'll be yet, but what I do know is this next question is for bonus.
Ooh.
And Mr. McGee, you start off with that.
Alright.
I will give you. You will not have to get this specific, but I'd like the whole round number for this. How many meters long? Nope, that was the last question. What is the fastest recorded pitch in MLB history?
Oh.
There's 2 questions. You can get a point by how fast it was, and another point by who it was.
103.
All right, incorrect. Mr. Callahan.
I'll say 104.
Also incorrect. So it is 105.8. I would have given you 106.
Oh.
'Cause that's the closest round number. By Araldus Chapman.
Geraldus Chapman.
Alright.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
He's a
Recognize the
fireballer.
name.
I
yeah.
don't. What?
Reds and Yankees.
Yeah, that was. So we're with Mr. Callahan on question 16. Need something.
I was
You
gonna say, I hope this
you
does
got
have a
21.
bonus too. I need to.
This is not a bonus, but What league do the Minnesota Lynx play for?
Minnesota Lynx is the WNBA.
Yes, it is.
What's that?
We're tied. We got a
Alright.
total of 5 questions left.
Oh man.
Ooh, listen. Mr. Callahan, you need one here.
All right.
This might be a good question for you. What NFL player made up the phrase Hail Mary in 1975?
It was Roger Staubach.
Yes, it was.
Cause you know who it was against?
Yeah, the Vikings is divisional round.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, this is NASCAR. Mr. McGee, this is next 2 questions are bonus, so 2 points are out. So if you don't get the bonus, the other opponent can take it.
Okay.
So what NASCAR driver has the most Daytona 500 victories? Mr. McGee.
NASCAR is not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Jimmy Johnson.
Incorrect. All right.
Daytona, man. I'm thinking of the 3. I'm thinking it's Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, or Tony Stewart. And I'm going to betray myself because I want to say Jeff Gordon, but I'm going to say Tony Stewart.
Incorrect.
Those are the other 3 that
Yeah,
I actually know.
Yeah, I was like, those are like.
Those are the
I
only
know
ones
the very
know.
vanilla.
Okay. I will give you more time. I'll give you less time. I'll give you 15 seconds to guess the victories. How many, Mr. McGee?
All
Just
right.
random number.
4.
All right, incorrect. Mr. Callahan.
3.
Incorrect. It's set. Richard Petty.
It's Richard Petty. All right, I know.
Richard Petty.
He wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
We're tied. If we're tied, then I'm gonna have to get another question. But
we got
there's 2 questions left. Next
Okay.
one's a bonus. It's
Okay.
an MLS question.
Oh, great.
We're starting with Mr. Callahan. What MLS team has won the most championships? And how many?
Geez, the New England Revolution. Nah, sure. I already said New England Revolution. And 3. There's none of that is right.
Okay, Mr. McGee.
Oh man. Trying to think.
I think I can only think of one more MLS team, so.
The Columbus Crew with 2.
Correct. It's the LA Galaxy.
I was gonna say the
yeah,
LA
that's the other
Galaxy
one.
is the only one I knew.
Yeah. They had
With
Landon
6.
Donovan for a while.
That's what I was gonna say. I know
Yeah, that's
Landon
right,
Donovan.
Yeah.
The LA
Okay.
Galaxy.
That is who we played for. I was like
Yep.
the DC team. I know Portland, I think, does
Yeah,
well now.
Portland does.
They
Seattle's got a good team now,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
So that Kraken, I love it.
All right. Question 21. This is Mr. McGee's startup. What is the second most viewed professional league?
Second most viewed.
Yeah, second most viewed.
The NBA.
Ooh, incorrect. For the win, Mr. Callahan.
I'm gonna say the old reliable Major League Baseball.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Tiebreaker question. 21.
pulls through.
Yeah.
This is my Super Bowl, so I'll take it.
Okay, what an awesome game.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to come down
Back
to the
and
very
forth.
last
I
question.
was. That was
21.
impressive.
All right, so that wraps up episode 1 of 21 of Sports. We went over, I'd say, a pretty large variety. Thank you, Mr. McGee and Mr. Callahan, for participating. You both did
All right.
awesome. And that's it.
All right, thanks for having us.